Andy Johnson. We are looking at what emergent level phonics instruction might look like preschool, kindergarten, or students who are reading at the pre-primer level. Language experience approach. Here the student dictates anywhere from 2 to 3 sentences to the teacher. What do you want to tell me about today? As the student tells you, the teacher writes it down in paragraph form. I like using a Word document so they can see the words appearing on the screen. I use anywhere from 15 to 24-point fonts, so it's very easy to read. The teacher is writing it down, seeing the words and the letters form as the students tell you. The teacher then rereads the story together, pointing at each word as you read it. And you usually read it 2 or 3 times until you can read it together fluently, and then you use that text for analytic phonics. For example, there's a word here that begins with the b sound. Can you find that? And they'll point to ball. Good. There's a word here that begins with the t sound. Can you find it? All right, points to that. This activity takes 3 to 6 minutes, maybe a little longer, but not much. It gives you a sense. This is all part of it. This is a meaningful, meaning-based activities. It's not artificial, it's not abstract, it is very real, tied in students' experience. And then there is phonics instruction. Yes, we all believe in phonics instruction. It's not the what, it's the how and the how much. There should be very direct and very explicit instruction. However, this instruction should be 1 to 3 minutes. This is the b sound. It's a b that makes the b sound, as in ball, as in bat. Seeing the letters, the student sees the letters and pictures. Very direct, very explicit. And then you need to have lots of repetition. You cannot expect students to master anything in one setting, in one context, in one type of lesson. You need to review and reinforce many times. You want instruction to take place in a meaningful context to the greatest extent possible, and I'll show you what that looks like. So the student has had 1 to 3 minutes of very direct and very explicit instruction in phonics. Then this activity reinforces the C sound, but also it reviews yesterday's lesson, which was the B sound. And it is picture driven, means there's a picture on every page. You read this together. This is a cow, pointing at the pictures. And sometimes if students are really struggling, I'll point at the picture and say, this is a cow. All right, let's read the sentence. This is a cow. Good. Cow. What letter goes there? And our students will point to one or the others. Good. If this seems abundantly obvious, that's what it should be. You have had your direct instruction. Now you are trying to reinforce it. Read it together. This is a cat. All right. Cat. And again, the student has to pick from 2 choices and find the letter. Reinforcing yesterday's, these are beans. You see the example. This is a bug, bug, and the student points at the letter that's correct, and then they see it. This is a bike, bike, and you get the idea. Direct instruction, meaningful context, lots of review, reinforcement, and repetition.